Hello YouTube, Downtown Prepper here, and this will be a quick review on the Smith & Wesson Search and Rescue Blade. Um, I picked this up a couple weeks ago, and I'm excited to take it on an upcoming hike, and wanted to do a quick review today because I think that everybody should know about this awesome score. For under $20, this is probably one of the best knives that you can buy, in my opinion. Let's moving right into it. The sheath was one of the first things that really impressed me. Thick nylon, feels really sturdy, extremely sturdy. It has an outside pouch, the velcros, and has a strap as well for carrying, whatever, fire striker, whatever your heart desires. And included with the knife is what appears to be a diamond coated sharpener. Make sure we're nice and focused here. Appears to be a diamond coated sharpener. Of course, this won't last forever, but it's really nice to have included. Blade comes sharp, but it can obviously be made sharper just by using that. One good thing, really quickly, about having a sharpener included is that if you are out in the wild, if you are out in nature, especially if you have to bug out, you want a really sharp knife, not only for convenience and but also for safety. If your blade isn't razor sharp how it should be, then those blade strokes, the blade strokes will not go exactly where you want them to go. And I mean, safety, safety, safety. Moving on to the blade itself, this is actually really sturdy. It takes a lot of pressure to pop it off, which I like, because I know that if I take a tumble, that blade isn't coming out. Go ahead and open it up, and we see a 5.5 inch blade, 5.8 inch blade. Like I said, pretty sharp out of the box. It has this rust-proof coating. It's a Smith & Wesson Search and Rescue put on it. It also has the serial number, it appears. Now, overall length is 5.5 inches, 10.5 inches. It has a rubberized aluminum handle, and this knife is full tang. If you notice back here, that's where the actual tang ends. And what's another awesome feature is that it is actually pinned. The tang is pinned at the bottom. So this is a really solid, really solid build. Also has a decent sized quillon, little crossbar that goes across the stop, that can be used for, and it's as a fighting knife, can be used if somebody went to strike you to catch their knife. Rule number one of a knife fight, everybody's gonna get cut. So don't get into a knife fight. But these are definitely there. They can also, if you were stabbing someone or something, they prevent your hand from slipping and slicing yourself, essentially. So this is a nice strong quillon. No wiggle at all. Blade, and I'll show you here, is nice and straight. Again, sharp, smooth blade, not jagged at all. goes to a nice tip. So I mean, really, I mean, you can't ask for anything else. The weight on this is 9.4 ounces. So it's a little heavy, but in comparison, here in a second I'm gonna lay these out and compare it to other common knives. Okay, and what I have done here is laid out a variety of common survival knives, from 4 inches all the way up to 13-inch kukri. Just to give you an idea where the Smith & Wesson package actually falls in. Now, if you can tell, it is actually a little bit longer than the Gerber survival knife. And this is probably the one that is, out of the knives that I have, is the most comparable to. Obviously, the Smith & Wesson is mimicking the K-bar. But unfortunately, I do not have a K-bar. So we'll do that here. This is a quick comparison. Now, overall, this is coming in at about 10 1/4, and the Gerber is coming in at about 9 1/2. So about an inch longer, 3/4 of an inch longer is the Smith & Wesson. The handles are. The Gerber has a little bit bigger handle, a lot more rubber, thicker blade. The one thing I noticed right away is the Gerber blade is very thick. This knife is a beast. The sheath leaves something to be desired, but the knife itself is a beast. I mean, I've beat this thing up and it is still kicking. Still holds a very sharp edge. Very sharp edge. So, I mean, really quick comparison of the blades. And there you go. Touching the Smith & Wesson to the crossbar of the Gerber. Definitely different applications. This is definitely more resembling of a fighting knife. I had this here. This is a little 4-inch buck knife, a little Western USA knife. Sorry. And the reason I've included this is because I was gonna just give you a little side-by-side comparison. It's definitely a good sized knife. Because I mean, this little 4-inch side knife, it's a fixed blade, it's a solid knife, it's decent. I really love the size of these knives in comparison. As you can tell, substantially, the Smith & Wesson is substantially bigger. Smith & Wesson definitely fills up the hand, definitely feel like you're holding something solid. So, there you go. Just wanted to give you a quick side-by-side, quick weigh-in. And Smith & Wesson is weighing it at 12 ounces, 12 5/8 ounces. Gerber weighs in at 13 3/8 ounces. So the Gerber is actually a heavier blade. Not surprising because it is thicker. The actual Gerber knife is 8 1/2 ounces. Well, the Smith & Wesson blade is about 7 1/8. So you know, one thing to consider. Another thing to consider if you're a hiker: small 4-inch blade, 3 3/8, which means you can carry another couple Cliff Bars. But you know, to each their own. You know, everybody packs differently. Personally, I would probably use something like that. It's probably what I would carry into the woods. But anyways, there you go. It's been a quick review on the Smith & Wesson, basically. I hope this has helped some people out. If you are trying to decide between the K-Bar and the Smith & Wesson, well, K-Bar has time-proven durability behind it. So I mean, I cannot tell you not to buy the K-Bar, but I will say that for a fraction of the cost, this is definitely convincing me. This is definitely convincing me that it's strong. I'm gonna take it out to an Appalachian mountain hike. Like I said, nothing too crazy. It's gonna be 3 nights, 4 days. So we'll see how it holds up. I'll definitely take more than one hike to put it through the ropes, but definitely look for that updated video. Until then, this has been Downtown Prepper. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.